Hello, I hope you are all doing well. Just wanted to upload a quick video with a update on some recent car industry news. So it looks like Trump's tariffs are definitely having effect on the car industry as a whole. We are already seeing some implementations of that effect. So in recent news, it looks like a car manufacturing plant that Honda was planning to open over in Mexico, which had been scheduled to begin being built in 2027. I guess that's no longer happening. Honda has revised their decision to open that plant up in Mexico, and they are opening it in Indiana instead. Um, it says that they are doing it in order to avoid the 25% tariffs. So, um, quick article here on assemblymag.com. It says Honda shifts Civic hybrid production from Mexico to Indiana amid tariff concerns. So I'll read a little spiel here. So, according to Reuters and the New York Post, Honda has decided to manufacture its next generation hybrid in Indiana instead of Mexico to avoid potential U.S. tariffs. Initially, Honda planned to produce the Civic in Guana. I am gonna butcher that. This city right here, in Mexico, starting in 2027. But rising costs and the threat of 25% tariff under Trump's proposed policies prompted the company to shift production to Indiana in May 2028 with an expected annual output of 210,000 vehicles. So I did some research on Reddit, and it looks like they're the headlines of this news might be a little bit misconstrued, right? So it looks like Honda already has vehicles being built in the U.S. Maybe not in specifically Indiana, but definitely in the U.S. And they have different models of their cars being built in the U.S. So it's not like a new ball game of like, oh hey, like we planned this whole thing to open up the manufacturing facility in Mexico and like scratch that, starting from a blank sheet. Now we have to open it up in the U.S. Not really, because they have facilities here. So, and it's just a model of a car that they're going to specifically produce at this facility in Mexico that they're now producing in Indiana, or deciding to produce in Indiana. So to finish this off, this decision highlights how automakers are adapting to U.S. trade policies, making Honda the first major Japanese car maker to take concrete action. While Honda has not publicly commented on the change, the company acknowledged that it continually evaluates production plans based on market conditions. Honda sends around 80% of its Mexican output to the US, and about 40% of the vehicles it sells in America are imported from Mexico and Canada. The shift to Indiana could mitigate tariff risk, but if U.S. neighbors impose retaliatory tariffs, then Honda may still face cost increase. Right? So, um, good news for Trump, because I guess one of his big thing with the tariffs were he wanted more manufacturing in America, and I guess this is an example of that playing out. And just to like get an idea of what that looks like, right? I did some quick math. So a brand new Civic costs like a brand new 2025 Civic costs $24,250 before taxes, right? So just some quick math. So 25% of that number comes out to like $6,062. So let's say if, for example, hypothetically, Honda did decide to produce that car in Mexico, and then the Trump's tariffs were imposed. That means that that vehicle would see a $6,062 increase, which brings the price of that $24,000 vehicle to now, way beyond 30 grand. So let's say you add those numbers up, and if it played out and 25% was imposed on top of the cost of that car already, we're looking at a $30,312 Civic, which is crazy, right? No one's paying that much money for a Honda Civic. So it's smart move on them, right? Especially with a lot of uncertainty, correct? Especially with a lot of, well, we don't know what will concretely happen. It's smart for them to make proactive decisions and choices. That way they can mitigate the risk on their side. All right, so quick article for you guys. Honda opening a plant in Indiana to avoid any potential tariffs. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please like, please subscribe, and please share. And I will keep bringing you some more car goodness. All right, take care.